Two shot dead in Grants Pen. Two men were killed in a drive-by shooting in Grants Pen, St. Andrew on Sunday afternoon. The deceased men, who were both of Grants Pen Avenue addresses, have not been identified as yet. Erie News Media TV understands that the incident occurred at about 3 p.m. The fleeing gunmen reportedly abandoned a car on Queens and Chisholm Avenue in Richmond Park and were able to successfully elude police who responded to the incident. Police sources say the deaths have nothing to do with an alleged conflict associated with popular entertainer Jashi, whose brother was killed in the community on Saturday. Sources from the community say the flare-up of violence is due to a conflict between rival gunmen from two sections of the area. U.S. visitor killed, man injured during burial at St. Catherine Cemetery. A visitor from the United States was shot dead and another man injured while at a burial at the Medarest Memorial Gardens in Spanish Town, St. Catherine this afternoon. The dead woman has been identified as 57-year-old Shernette Harmon from Brooklyn, New York. The injured man, who is 23, has been released from hospital. Information reaching Erie News Media TV indicates that around 3 p.m., both persons were among patrons leaving a burial when they were pounced upon by a gunman. Police said the gunman opened fire at their motor vehicle before escaping. Harmon was shot in the head and upper body, while the man sustained injuries to his right hand. They were rushed to hospital where Harmon was pronounced dead and the man treated and released. No motive has been established for the attack, the police said. Teacher charged with several offenses, including murder. 28-year-old Christopher Davis, otherwise called Teacher and Chris, of West Abbey Place, Cumberland, St. Catherine, has been charged for the September 9th murder of 33-year-old Damian Clark in the community. Davis is charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The Portmore police say about 8:45 p.m., Clark was about to enter his yard when he was pounced upon by two men who opened gunfire, killing him. On September 19, Davis was apprehended and subsequently charged following a question-and-answer session in the presence of his attorney. The police say a court date for him is being finalized. Soldier complains bitterly about treatment at JDF. Montego Bay St. James, a member of the Jamaica Defense Force, JDF, has sounded an alarm over what is being alleged as unfair treatment being meted out to Army personnel. According to the soldier, who requested anonymity out of fear of being sent to military prison, there have been growing concern over the benefits of being a part of the defense force. The soldier told the Jamaica Observer that military personnel, like people of other professions, have set specific short-term and long-term goals for their personal development. However, the soldier stated that those goals seem unattainable based on alleged interferences by those in high places of the JDF. Normally we have certain goals like getting our visa, our licensed firearm, a house, and a car. The older soldiers always encourage us to get those things as quickly as possible because it was harder for them to acquire them, so as younger youths join the JDF, we try to get those things done, the soldier said. The JDF member continued, but there is something that has been going on over the JDF, and because we don't have a union, we do not have anybody to represent us. They are saying that they notice that the soldiers are using the force as a stepping stone, and I think they are trying to stop us from getting these things. The soldier argued that the Defense Force has also made it harder for military men and women to achieve those personal goals in their first stint, subsequently pushing them to sign additional contracts. The other day as well, the JDF basically cut their contracts. They had increased the contracts to 9 years, but they cut them to 3 years the other day, because they are saying that soldiers are running away after that time, so they are giving soldiers the opportunity to leave after 3 years. But upon moving the contract to 3 years, what they did was make certain things that we could achieve within the 3 years' time. They have now moved it to 6 years, the soldier told Erie News Media TV. Speaking from personal experience, the soldier explained that attempts to achieve goals since joining the JDF had caused major heartache, as doors were continuously being bolted shut. In one specific instance, the JDF soldier stated that an application to obtain a license for a firearm was denied by the Firearm Licensing Authority, FLA. Noting that the issue is not with being turned down by the FLA, the soldier complained that it is believed that outside influences played a major part in that denial. They called for me to come pick up the decision package and I was denied. Nothing is wrong with being denied, but the reasons why we are being denied are not right. They are turning us down because they say that we don't have living out. The soldier told Erie News Media TV, living out, as explained by the soldier, is a term given to soldiers who reside at their personal addresses, as opposed to being based in a military camp. If you are a single soldier, then your address is at the camp, but if you are married, then you can stay at your home, or if you have a home for yourself, you can apply for living out. However, you cannot apply until you have given 5 years of service. They moved it from 2 years to 5 years, so again, they are putting things in place to ensure that we sign another contract, the soldier. However, the soldier protested that the safety of members of the JDF should be paramount, regardless of where they reside. Iri News Media TV that since joining the Defense Force, there have been instances where attempts were made on his life. This, the soldier said, was the main motivator to obtain a personal firearm. If an incident should occur, what should I do? Should I tell the gunman to not shoot me because I don't receive living out benefits? I had to run into some bushes to save myself before, said the soldier. It is ridiculous because the person who did my inspection said that even taxi men were receiving licensed firearms, so why are JDF members without firearms? We are at work daily with the government's weapons, yet we can't get our personal firearms to protect ourselves and our families when we do go home. That is crazy. It is full time that we have someone to stand up for us. I think that what they are doing is quite unfair, he continued. The soldier further argued that other issues inside of the JDF were also being silenced, due to the fear of military prison and the lack of a union. Even the other day when we were supposed to get a lump sum of money, some of us didn't get our full sum. But these things are being silenced and I am frustrated. This is my second major failure. Even though we don't have a union, we should at least have someone to represent us in cases like these. We don't have anybody at all, he said. At the same time, the soldier told Iri News Media TV that the alleged treatment being received by military personnel has negatively influenced the way in which they go about their duties. These are the reasons why the soldiers are so complacent on the roads. Nobody wants to work. We just go out because we have to go out there. Sometimes soldiers go out there and just find somewhere to relax. This is the reason why, the JDF member complained. If you go to a checkpoint, the soldiers are so complacent, they are probably on their phone, they don't care. We realize that they do not care about us. Everybody sees the level of crime and violence across Jamaica. It is no secret, yet we are being turned down, the soldier said. Efforts to get a comment from the JDF leadership failed.